Does dressing up make you more money in sales? Let's cut to the chase. Yes, it does. I know. I like to relax, wear t-shirts, shorts. Not saying you can't do really well. You can, but if we're going to go on statistical evidence, if we're going to go on what I have personally experienced, I'm taking some information based on the research that I have done, talking to many different people. And I would say that yes, in many sales environments, I think the people that dress more professionally are going to tend to earn more on average. Now, there's always someone that's going to say, "Well, wait a second. What about this rural area, this, that?" Yes, there's always some exceptions, but you normally speaking want to at least dress to that level or slightly above. But let's get into it. So why does this happen? Why do you make a little bit more? Well, the very first thing is first impressions, right? It usually happens under 7 seconds. Someone makes a quick judgment about us. And in our society, your appearance is going to signal many things to them. It's going to show your competence, your authority, the trustworthiness, and your success. And people are making these fast judgments. So if the person looks professional, they're more likely going to trust your recommendation and pricing. So, and I have experienced this when I would go on list appointments or sales call, I was dressed up, and it certainly had that effect on people. People did trust you and your judgment a little bit more than if I just came like in shorts and t-shirts, which I also have before on appointments where I would get called in to some people like last second, can you swing on by, right? And I just finished playing basketball game or sports, and I'd come over, and it was a little harder. Not that I couldn't get it because I can try to overcome it, but I was having to overcome that, right? Now, of course, there's always some exceptions. Everyone's going to say, well, what about, Mark Cuban or this or that? Okay. I know there's certain people out there that you can dress however you want and your success eventually can come through, or you're so good you can do that. But I'm just saying, on average, for most people, if you were to ask me, do I recommend that you're dressing a little bit nicer than the clients you're meeting with? A 100% yes. Okay. And if you did that, like I think if you came in where you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and the other one where you're dressed nicely or a little bit more professionally in a suit, and you took that same listing agent or the same listing appointment, or you went on the same sales call, I'd be willing to bet it really wouldn't be that close on average that the person that's dressed more professionally is going to make more money in sales. Okay, next thing. Um, People pay experts more, right? When they associate professional appearance with expertise, right? So I believe this is called enclosed cognition. It's just showing about how people perceive us when we're dressed. So they think, not saying it's true or not, but people perceive this, that we're more intelligent, that we're more competent, right? That we're in a higher status. And when you're in this perceived higher status, you can get oftentimes higher commissions. They're accepted without the pushback. So when you're like this and you're asking, they're more used to saying yes to that person, and it's a little bit more expected. Um, do you perform better when you dress better? I would say yes. I've done a lot of speaking engagements, and when I'm dressed up, right, to my absolute best, when I'm feeling more confident, right? I'm speaking more confidently for sure. I'm able to ask for the sale more directly. I'm able to, if you will, command the room. I'm feeling definitely confident in the things. I'm able to handle the objections stronger, and I think you're feeling like you're a person that's very successful, and then that carries over to your performance. Having done this a lot myself, so I would honestly say in all of these things, the answer is yes. I know sometimes we feel more comfortable. I totally do as well. And I'm not saying you can't be successful that way, but I'm just saying on average, we're asking the question, right? Does dressing up make you more money in sales? I would say in most cases, the answer 100% is going to be yes. There are those exceptions to the rule, right? Where it's a certain area, maybe they don't like, right? The suit and ties or the dressed up clothes, but you can still dress the nicest version of whoever you're meeting with, maybe that or one level above. And I still think it's going to help you. I still think that they're going to look upon that and go, okay, this person spent some time with, to me, was preparing for it and made an effort, right? So in the end, I definitely say if you want to test it out, go a month, right? Shorts, t-shirt, or jeans or whatever. Not saying you can't be successful, but then dress it up, put it to the test. I believe that you will do better for the same reasons that I just went over. But like I said, you can always put it to the test. If you doubt it, you can put in your comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. But I believe that you will make more money if you dress up on average for most salespeople, whether it's real estate, sales, or any profession. But if you have the confidence to pull off the other, you can do that too. But I'm just saying in general, as a general rule, if you're not sure, just dress up. I think you're going to do better. All right. We'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you like and comment, put your opinions there, ring the bell. Really appreciate you. And yes, you're seeing me dressed up for this particular video. All right. Take care.